can start the meeting, sir.
So how many of them are there today?
We have 29 participants.
29. So better than last time around. Correct. Good. So we'll keep this informative, informal sort of way of discussion, because again, this is a smaller group. So let's ask a few questions and then build the whole session based on those questions. Those who use computer to read, can you raise your hands? And to raise hands using a computer, it is Alt-Y. And if you're using your mobile, you should go into the More option, which is right at the bottom of your Zoom screen. And there, under that, you will find the raise hand option. Let's see how techno-savvy you guys are. I'll give you 2 minutes to do this. And somebody can just make a chat, quick count, and let me know. How many of you using computers?
We have 9 members.
9 people have managed to say yes, is what I would presume. There might be 1 or 2 more who are finding it difficult to raise their hand. Good. So the question goes back to these 9 people. Do you use Bookshare on your computers to read? Now you can unmute yourself and give your views. Do you use Bookshare to read on your computer? Any of this 9 can answer, or
no, sir. No, sir. Actually,
don't use.
Yeah, Prasad Bangalore is here.
No, sir,
I'm not using laptop. I'm just
using
mobile.
Okay, so the question is to those people who are using laptop. Those who are using laptop,
yes.
How many of you are using Bookshare? Uma, can you translate this into Telugu once?
Alright, so ఎవరైతే ల్యాప్టాప్ లేకపోతే మీ కంప్యూటర్ డెస్క్టాప్ మీద ఎక్కువ చదవడానికి ఇష్టపడతారో వారు ఎక్కువ చదువుతున్నారో వాళ్ళు మీ హ్యాండ్స్ రేస్ చేయండి అండ్ తర్వాత మనం డిస్కషన్ చేద్దాం.
So people can even unmute and say,
yeah, so this is Vishnu here. I'm a team member, admin team member here at Voice of AI Base. And yeah, so I use laptop to read, but I do not access Bookshare very much on my laptop. So, well, actually, I do not access Bookshare anywhere because I am yet to take a membership, which I'll be doing soon. So, yeah, that's the thing.
Hello, sir.
Anybody else who use?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I'm Nagra Sudhar from Kolhapur district of Maharashtra. I have been using Bookshare since 1 year on laptop as well as on desktop.
Super. So how do you use it, Nagaraj? Can you inform your friends? What is your experience and how are you using it?
Yeah, sir. I have downloaded so many books, academic books and non-academic.
Correct.
It's a good experience.
What format do you? What format do you download, Nagaraj? DAISY,
Word
with images.
Word
format. Word format. So you're downloading it in Word format, and then how does the file come to you? Does it come as a Word file or it comes as a zip file?
Zip file. Then we have to extract it.
Correct. Unzip it, and then inside that folder you find your Word files.
Yeah.
Okay. Any particular reason for choosing Word, Nagaraj?
Yes, sir. There we can navigate through headings and all.
So you find all the headings and everything is properly marked in the Word file.
Yes.
Good.
So it is easy to access.
Okay, you find it easy to access through the Word file and reach anywhere within the file, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
Have you tried out Telugu also?
No.
Mainly English?
Yeah, English.
I think his mother tongue is not Telugu, I guess.
Okay, fine. So can you translate this, Uma, for the rest of the group, how Nagaraj used?
సో ఇక్కడ నాగార్జ్ షూటర్ ఇప్పుడు ఎవరైతే మాట్లాడారో సో తను కంప్యూటర్లో వర్డ్ డాక్యుమెంట్ ఫార్మాట్లో అంటే మనకి బుక్షేర్లో డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకున్నప్పుడు చాలా ఫార్మాట్స్ ఉంటాయి కదా అలా అందులో వర్డ్ డాక్యుమెంట్ ఫార్మాట్ డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకొని దాన్ని అదే జిప్డ్ ఫైల్ వస్తుంది కాబట్టి దాన్ని ఎక్స్ట్రాక్ట్ చేసుకొని అలా చదువుకుంటాడు. సో Yeah.
Any other person who's using Bookshare on the computer out of these 29 odd people who are present here?
There's a chat. I'm Zainab from membership team. There's again one person called Redmi who has not used Bookshare, and there's as usual Android Blue Droid. So he's saying that he uses Bookshare, but he tried using Easy Reader on laptop. And so I have already written to him that Easy Reader is not free on laptop. And he said that he's tried multiple word formats.
What is multiple word formats? We only have one word format. Anyway, so unless this gentleman wants to come on and speak, we shall continue. So, if you were there the last time, we were talking about Bookshare providing you access to its collection in 5 different formats: EPUB, DAISY, DAISY with images, Word, and BRF. 5 formats. So on the computer, you can download at least the first 4 formats: EPUB, DAISY text only, DAISY with images, and Word. BRF will only work if you have a refreshable Braille display. So today we are going to talk about these 4 formats. Word is a pretty straightforward, but I'm going to take you right back to how to download and how to read. Since most of you have never tried this wonderful resource called Bookshare, I'm going to demonstrate it to you. So currently I'm using JAWS because I've got some JAWS scripts running on my system. So what you will be hearing is the voice of JAWS. I'm going to share my screen and you will be able to hear it. And those who can partially see can also go close to the screen and try and see what we are trying to display. So I'm going to share my screen now. Okay, my friend Uma, please allow me to share screen. Or make me co-host and that will allow it.
I think you can share your screen, can't you?
Sorry?
I think you are already allowed to share your screen. Let me check.
Okay, now it is there. No, it's not there. It's not there.
All right, sir. You can share your screen.
Okay, let's try again.
Mute. Currently unmuted. Hold +A button to activate. Press space bar.
Okay, so you must be hearing my sound now. I'm going to go on to my desktop.
Windows M. Desktop. Folder view. List view. FS Reader 3.0.
Is the speed good or should I reduce it?
Google Chrome 7 of 33. Folder view. List view. Google Chrome 7 of 33. To move the items, use the arrow keys. To edit the selected item, press F2.
Any feedback on the sound? Is the speed good? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, we are able to hear you. So if anybody wants the speed to be reduced or any such things, just let us know.
Okay, so I'm going to open Bookshare, let them hear.
Sir, please reduce the speed.
Reduce the speed. Okay, yes, Babu, we shall reduce the speed.
Faster. Slower. Slower.
Okay, that's it. Good.
Windows M. Folder view. List view. FS Reader 3.0. B. Bookshare homepage 19 of 33.
This is the Bookshare homepage.
Enter.
And the Bookshare can be reached at www.bookshare.org.
Bookshare vertical bar, an accessible online library for people with print disabilities. Mozilla Firefox. Skip to main content. Same page link. Skip to main content. 8 regions, 11 headings, and 39 links. Bookshare vertical bar, an accessible online library for people with print disabilities. Visited same page link. Skip to main content. Visited link Bookshare : homepage. Navigation region list of free items. Visited link my Bookshare. Visited link Homiyar Mobeji. Visited link log out. List.
Correct. So I just allowed it to run. so that you could hear that it said my name. When you log in with your username and password, is it still too fast? Should we slow it down a little more for people?
Yes, sir.
Slower.
Yes, sir.
Slower.
Okay, so we are going still slower.
Visited link log out.
Okay, is that good?
Visited link Homiyar Mobeji.
This is my name. So to log into Bookshare, what you will require is a username and a password. And how do you get this username and a password? By becoming a member of Bookshare. And we discussed during the last call how to become a member of Bookshare. For those who did not attend last time, what you need is to give your details to Uma Shankar along with your disability certificate, and we shall send it to membership team at Bookshare and you shall be registered. Once you are registered, you will get an email, and the email will come to your registered email ID. In this email, you will be given your username, which is always your email. The same will be your username, and the Bookshare team will give you a password. So when you go to bookshare.org for the first time, and when you press Control Home and then you press Tab, you will first will come onto Login button. When you go into Login, it will ask you for username. So in the username section, you have to put your email ID and then tab to password. Type the password that has been given to you by Bookshare membership team. Tab, it will ask you for remember, checkbox check. If you want to remember the username, you should just put the checkbox and then tab to sign in button or login button. Once you do that, you will land on your home page. And that is where, if you come down, you will see your name appear on the Bookshare homepage. That means that you have successfully logged into your account. Now, once you see your name, then it's a question of searching for a book that you want to download and read. So to download this books from Bookshare, there are 2-3 different ways of downloading. The easiest way is to find the search box, which is at the top of the page, or by pressing E for edit.
Search edit.
I pressed E and my focus has come directly into the edit box. I'm pressing enter to open.
Enter, banner region, search region, search.
And now I can type here whatever title of the book that I want, or I can type the name of an author, or if I know an ISBN number of the book, I can even type the ISBN number of a book. ISBN numbers are dedicated unique numbers of every printed book that you might find. Once you have written that name of the title or the author and you press the search button, and we'll do that. For example, as most of you are graduate students, what we might do is we'll say English grammar.
ENGLISH, English, GRAMMAR.
And I'm going to tab and press the search button.
Grammar, Bookshare vertical bar, an accessible online library for people with print disabilities. Search button to activate.
I'm going to press
enter.
Enter on it.
Search results vertical bar Bookshare dash Mozilla Firefox. Search results vertical bar Bookshare navigation region.
So once you press enter, the search results will appear.
7 regions, 103 headings, and 497 links. Search.
So you heard that there are 103 headings and 497 links on this page. That means there are a lot of books on Bookshare which contain the words English grammar. Now, how do you search in your search results? There are 2 ways of doing it. When you log into Bookshare for the first time, your view is a list. Okay. What happened? Somebody wants to tell a joke or something? Okay, Umar, do you want to translate it? Because people might be getting bored of English. Probably they need Telugu. Umar, can you come in and translate up till now?
Not required, sir. Carry on, sir.
Not required. Sure, sir.
Yes, sir. Carry on, please.
Because, okay, fine. Then I'll carry on.
Yeah.
So basically, when you log in for the first time on your computer and when you go into Bookshare and do a search, the Bookshare search will appear in a table view. And this table view is not very suitable for persons with blindness. It is pretty good for those with low vision or with learning disabilities and all those people who use their sight. But for those people who are only using screen reader, it is not a very nice way to look at the titles, because there will only be a table and then you have to go right, left across the various columns. So this is where you need to change your view one time to list view. Once you have changed that, all your titles will appear, your search results will appear at heading level 2. That means by pressing the alphanumeric character 2, which is above the QWER characters, if you press 2, not the number pad, the alphanumeric 2, you will jump to the first heading at level 2, and which is going to be the search result. So I'm going to press 2 here.
Search results. What format should I choose? Heading level 1. English grammar heading level 2 link.
And it says English grammar heading level 2 link. So before I show you this detail, I'm going to press up arrow and show you where is that table view and list view. I'm going to press up arrow a few times.
Link next. Link go to page 4. Link go to page 3.
I'm going up.
Link go to page 2. 1. Go button. Combo box 100. Results per page colon. Results per page colon.
I'm just going up.
Results per page colon. Link debug search. Link modify your search button. Blank. English grammar. Search keep showing 1 through -1. Link set download preferences. List end. List view.
I'm still going up.
Link table view.
This is it. So if you go up using your up arrow, even from your table view, when you land on the table, you just press up arrow till you hear link list view. This one.
List view.
Now, currently we are in the list view. That means it is not a link. So if I want to change to table view,
link table view.
Table view, and that is a link. So if I press here, my list view will become a table view. So this is one thing that you have to do only once, and once you've done that, Bookshare will remember your choice, and every time you do a search or whatever you do on Bookshare, it will all be in a list view. So I'm going to go down back into the heading level 2. I'm pressing number 2.
English grammar heading level 2 link.
So this is the first title that has appeared when we type the word English grammar using our search box. Now I'm going to press down arrow.
By.
It says by.
Link Evelyn P. Altenburg.
So this is the name of the author.
Bullet link Robert M. Vago. Looking for an easy use guide to English grammar. This handy introduction covers all the basics of the subject using a simple and straightforward style. Students will find the book's step-by-step approach easy to follow and be encouraged by its non-technical language, requiring no prior knowledge of English. Grammar. The information is presented in small steps with objective techniques to help readers apply new concepts with clear explanations and well chosen examples. The book gives students the tools to understand the mysteries of English grammar as well as the perfect foundation from which to move on to more advanced topics.
So this is what you heard is the synopsis of the book. That means it is describing to you what is there in this book. This gives a reader who's searching for books a good idea as to, is this the title that I should download or not? So by reading the synopsis, it definitely told you that this book has got simple grammar explanations, etc., etc., etc. For the sake of demonstration, I'm not going to download this book. I'm still going to go down by using, so for example, I don't want to use this book. So I'm going to press 2 again, and that will jump down to the next book heading. So I'm going to press 2.
Introducing English grammar heading level 2 link.
So this is the next book, Introducing English Grammar. I'm going to press down arrow again and look at the synopsis.
By link Kate Burridge.
This is the author.
Bullet link Kirsty Borjars.
Same author.
Answering key questions such as why study grammar, apostrophe and what is standard English. Introducing English grammar guides readers through the practical analysis of the syntax of English sentences with all special terms carefully explained as they are introduced. The book is written for readers with no previous experience of grammatical analysis. It is ideal for all those beginning their study of linguistics, English language or speech pathology, as well as students with primarily literary interests who need to cover the basics of linguistic analysis. The approach taken is in line with current research in grammar, a particular advantage for students who may go on to study syntax in more depth. All the examples and exercises use real language taken from newspaper Articles non-standard dialects and include excerpts from studies of patients with language difficulties. Students are encouraged to think about the terminology as a toolkit for studying language and to test what can and cannot be described using these tools. This new edition has been fully revised in line with recent research. There is a new chapter on World English, a new glossary, and a free website with extensive further reading and answers to the exercises.
Correct. So this is the synopsis of this book. Now, for example, if you want to read this book or get more information about where it was published, who's the copyright holder, who's the publisher, so we just keep on pressing down arrow.
Blank. Copyright :2010 ISBN :9781444128154.
So you heard it is copyrighted 2010. So it's a 10-year-old book. And you also heard the ISBN number. Now, this is the number which I was referring to. This number you will normally find on the second page of the printed book. And each book has a unique ISBN number. So even if you have access to the ISBN number of the book, if you type this number, which you heard right now, in the search, you should be able to find this particular book. So if your professor has got or your friends has got a printed book, you just tell him to give you the ISBN number and just type that same ISBN number in your search. And if the book is there on Bookshare, you should be able to find it. But the better way is by searching by title. That is a better way of doing things. I'm going to press down arrow.
Features :
Now, in all Bookshare books, there are various features. Last time in the workshop day before yesterday, we talked about various features which are there in the Bookshare books. Which are these features? Let's see. I'm pressing down arrow.
This book is not available in Web Reader. You can download it in another format.
So it says this book is not available in Web Reader. Now, what is this Web Reader? Web Reader is basically our online reading tool. So if you want to use internet and if you want to read it online, then Bookshare also has its own reading capabilities, but which we do not encourage in India, because if your internet connectivity is patchy, if it breaks, then your connection breaks and then your refresh does not happen in the book. So we don't encourage you to do this. We'll show you how to do it in other ways.
Link add to reading list.
Now this is add to reading list. That means today if I found this book, I don't have the time to read it, but I want to read it later. I can add it to my reading list, which is my own list where I can keep adding books, and that will be my own reading list, which I can refer to anytime from any device. That is the main thing. I can refer to this list even if I added a book here on the computer. If I opened Dolphin Easy Reader on my Android phone and I log in to my own account, you will find the reading list over there also. And if I've added something here, it will show me over there. So that means I can use my reading list to download and books anytime, anywhere. I'm pressing down arrow.
Select the download format.
So now it is telling me to select a download format. I told you Bookshare offers you 5 formats, right? And now you need to choose the format depending upon your convenience. So I'm pressing down arrow.
Combo box PDF.
So now this book is available as a PDF. Generally, very few books will be available as a PDF, because these would be only available if the library partner has donated this book in a PDF format. Generally, if you log in from India, you won't find books available in PDF, because I use the admin login credentials. I can see other libraries also which contribute books to Bookshare, and that is why I am seeing this book. So for demo purposes, this is not the right book. So I'm just going to press heading level 2 again and go to the next book and see what offers.
Introducing English Grammar heading level 2 link.
So now this is the same book title.
Link Kate Bridge.
You see, the author is also the same.
Bullet link Kirsty Borjas.
Right? The same book, but this time, this might offer you some more options. So I'm going to press C to directly jump to the combo box.
Select the download format combo box, DAISY text only.
Now you see, this time I'm getting DAISY text only. So that means this book has been uploaded twice on Bookshare in different formats. I'm going to press this combo box.
Enter. Select the download format combo box, DAISY text only. To change the selection, use the arrow keys.
Now it says change the selection using arrow keys. I'm going to press down arrow.
DAISY with images.
So this is the second format, DAISY with images. Now, what's the difference between these two formats? Both these books would be DAISY books, DAISY formatted books. DAISY is a format. The difference would be that one would contain images if the book has images, and the other one would not contain any images. It would only contain image descriptions if there are any descriptions provided to the images. We'll try and understand that a little later, what is image description and how it works when we show you some different samples of the books. Currently, we'll just press down arrow to see the different formats.
Audio.
If the book is in English, then Bookshare also provides you a fifth option called audio. Again, we don't recommend this to be used because this will only convert your text using synthesized audio into an audio MP3 file. So what will happen is you will lose all the advantages of a digital book. The file will become an MP3, so you can't use your right and left arrow using your to see your spellings. You cannot copy text. You cannot navigate quickly. Everything will be lost. So we do not advise that you should use audio format at university level. I'm pressing down arrow.
BRF.
This is the Braille ready format. So if you're having a refreshable Braille display and you want to use this book or read this book on a refreshable Braille display, download this, load it onto your BRF, this BRF file onto your refreshable Braille display, and you should be able to read it.
EPUB.
This is EPUB. This EPUB is generally the internationally recognized format. So if you're a person with low vision and if you want to enlarge font or change the font background easily to suit your requirements, your reading requirements, we suggest if you're a low vision person, you should always download EPUB. If you're a person with total blindness, then DAISY with images is a good format to download. I'm pressing still down arrow.
Word.
So this is Word, which Nagaraj was speaking about. If you want, you can also download this file as a Word format. Now, for the sake of demonstration, I'm going to choose the DAISY with images format. So I'm going to press up arrow.
EPUB. BR. Audio. DAISY with images.
And I'm going to press tab here so that I can go to the download button.
Download button to activate, press enter.
Now, this download button will only appear if you have logged in using your credentials on Bookshare. If you do not log into Bookshare using your username and password, you will still be able to browse and search the entire collection on Bookshare. But this download button will not be there for you. That means you can only see what books are there. You cannot download, you cannot read anything without logging in. This is basically to ensure that only persons who are registered with Bookshare, persons who are blind or print disabled who get registration on Bookshare are able to download these books. So I'm going to press enter over here.
Enter.
When you press
My history vertical bar Bookshare
download button, it takes you to
7 regions, 4 headings, and for my.
It takes you to my history page. Now this my history page is a very interesting thing. My history page has a complete collection of everything that you have downloaded till date after becoming a Bookshare member. So if you have become a Bookshare member in 2019 and you have downloaded 50 books, hopefully you should see all your 50 books under this My History book. So that means that if you have downloaded something and you don't want to go through the search again, you can even go to My History and quickly search that book and download it from here. Again, I'm going to use my first character 2 as all the headings are at level 2.
My history heading level 1. Introducing English grammar heading level 2 link. My history vertical bar Bookshare link available.
So it said the name of the book and then it said link available. Link available means if I click on this link, this book shall now be downloaded onto my system and then I can open and read this book with various applications. So I'm going to press enter on the link.
Same link available.
Right.
Enter.
Enter. And this should open my download manager. I'm using IDM. So
Meeting control. Download file info.
That's it.
Enter. Start download button.
I'm going to start download.
Enter. Download complete dialog.
Now you see download complete. Within 2 seconds, the entire book on English grammar got downloaded. That means the book size is very, very small. Why is it small? Because it is a digital ebook. It is not an audiobook. If this was an audiobook, it would have taken at least 10-15 minutes to download. But because this is an ebook, it downloaded immediately. Now let me open this one.
Open with ... Open folder button to activate. Press space bar.
It has downloaded in my
Enter. My history vertical.
Under the compressed section. So it's going to open my downloads folder.
Same page link. What is status?
I'm going to close this Bookshare homepage now. For the
Alt space menu bar. My history vertical bar. Bookshare dash. Items view list box. Items view multi-select list box. Introducing underline English underline grammar underline Homiyar underline Mobeji underline DAISY underline with underline images.zip 15-07-2020 1533 WinRAR zip archive 1111 KB 18 of 18.
You saw the file size 1111 KB, just 1 MB in size. You also heard that when it read the title of the book, which I'm going to play again.
Easy. Introducing underline English underline grammar underline Homiyar underline Mobeji underline DAISY underline with underline images.
So you heard the name of the book, then you heard my name there. And then you also heard DAISY with images, which was the file format that we had chosen. Why is there my name over here? There's a reason for it. The reason is that all Bookshare books that you download from your account is watermarked in your name. When it is watermarked in your name, that means not just the title of the book, but within the book also, there are hidden watermarks which have been placed. Why do we place them? To prevent piracy. How can we prevent piracy? If by chance you try and be over smart and share this book with your friends, and if it is found floating on the internet, the Bookshare platform keeps on tracking its own watermarks. The moment we find these watermarked books floating on the internet being shared from one person to another, it will automatically alert us that this book has been found, which originated from X account, and the system then blocks that account permanently, putting a nice little flag in front of your name so that nobody unblocks you in the future. That means you're losing your Bookshare membership, you're losing access to 900,000 accessible titles. You're losing a chance to read, and all this is completely free. So you're losing a major opportunity to gain knowledge. So what we would respect is, please download books from your account. If you want to share it, share the name of the book, share the link of the book. Link means from the page where you downloaded. You go to the page from where you downloaded the book, press F6, copy the link and give it to your friend. He will click on the link, he will directly go to the page, and he will then log in and directly download it from his account. By doing this, you are avoiding piracy, number one, and you're also helping us increase the number of books for you, because the more number of books which are downloaded from individual accounts, we get to know how many books were downloaded by whom. So this is the figure that we give to our funders, because we are an NGO. Our funders ask us how many people read the books, how many people downloaded these books. So if you don't download these books and don't read it individually, then the number of downloads will be very less, and then we will not be able to secure funding for future book production. Uma, would you like to now come in and translate what I said in a nutshell before I move ahead? Is he there? It seems he has left the meeting. The host is not there. Anyway, anybody has a question up till now? Anybody has a question for the download process? How to search, how to download? Is there any chats?
Hello?
Yes,
Hello,
please go ahead.
sir.
Yes, go ahead.
So I have one question. After logging into our Bookshare account, you switch it to table view.
I did not switch
Then how to do
view.
that?
I said you will land in the table view for the first time when you log into Bookshare. But a list view is a better way because a table view will not give you the entire synopsis of the book. So from a list view, from a table view to a list view, when you do that, when you first land on the search page, press T to go to the table.
Yeah.
Press up arrow till you hear the word link list view. It will be about 10-15 times up arrow and you will hear the word link list view. Just enter on it and then your entire search results will be displayed to you in a list view. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good.
Homiyar, there's a chat question from Android Blue Droid. He is asking which is a good EPUB reader on Windows.
You can tell him, please wait, we are not yet.
I've told him.
Exactly. Don't be so impatient, my friend. Let's go step by step. Okay, any other questions about the download process?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Sir, when you wrote the name of the book in search, then you wrote without giving space after English.
No, I provided space, English, space, grammar.
No, I didn't heard the space.
Yeah, because I was typing quickly, that is why.
Okay.
Right?
Sir, one more question, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Sir, I made a member of Bookshare, sir. I'm not sure because I was there in the Enable India when you were there.
Right.
And you also that there is alumni meeting held on Enable India.
Yes.
At time, how can I check the Bookshare membership have or not?
Do you remember your email which you had submitted?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have.
Fine. So
can I take this?
Yes. Please answer the question.
Can you send me an email? By the way, I'm Zainab. I was there for meet. I had memberships. So can you send me an email with your full name and your email on membership-india@bookshare.org. I'll check.
Membership-India that is India.
Okay. If you don't mind, just send it to chat box. No, I can.
We'll also do that. Okay. There's another simple way also. You could also log in with your username, put your username and then tab to forgot my password. It will send a reset password mail to your registered account.
Thank you.
If you still have access to your account, then you just open your account and follow the link over there and reset your password and you're done.
Okay. Okay, understand. Same way the Gmail and all.
Exactly, sir.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I will check it out.
Right. Please. And if you still find difficulty, write to membership-india@bookshare.org.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Any other questions?
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I'm a person with low vision. And you just said that keep up is one of the options which is internationally recommended for people.
Correct.
So I would appreciate if you can, demonstrate how.
We will.
Yeah. Thank you.
Basically, if you're using a computer, it barely makes any difference if you're low vision or partially sighted or totally blind. The computer, the inbuilt features, the ease of access center which you have in Windows provides you all the features where a partially sighted person can customize the view of the laptop according to your own vision requirements.
Okay.
When it comes to Android or iOS, that is where the reading becomes a little more difficult. Do you agree? And that is where the reading options make a lot of difference. It will also make here, but if you're using an Android or an iPhone, it will make a lot of difference if you customize your way that suits you. And I'll be showing you that as we move along. I'll definitely also show you how to customize over here also, right? So don't worry, we'll show you both the places.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
Um, I am extremely sorry. I'm facing some network issues from my side, so I was responding but couldn't reach you. So ఎవరికైనా తెలుగులో కూడా మీరు క్వశ్చన్స్ అడగాలనుకుంటే అడగండి, నేను ట్రాన్స్లేట్ చేస్తాను.
So I think there are no questions.
Yeah, I think we can move on. Yeah.
We can move on. Right? So no more questions on download.
One more question I have.
Yes, please.
Is it necessary to download the book for reading?
Is it necessary to download the book for reading? Answer is yes and no both. You can read the book using the Bookshare's online web reader, but it is internet dependent. So if the net breaks, if you have a glitch, if you have a snag in between, then the refreshing of the page will not happen. That is why we prefer in India that you should download a book. And the download size is so small, it is just about 1 MB as you saw for the entire book. You won't find a book which is more than 1.5 MB on Bookshare. And these would be books of 500, 600, 700 pages. Still, it would be 1.5 MB only, right? So if you can download 1.5 MB on your system, wonderful. Is that good? Okay. So let's move on, and then we'll come back for more questions. So now this book has been downloaded, but as you heard, this is a zip file. I'm going to press right arrow.
Date modified. Clip type. WinRAR zip archive 18 of 18.
You heard that this is a WinRAR zip archive. And let's check the file size.
Size 1111 KB 18 of 18.
1111 KB. Okay. So because this is a WinRAR file, we need to extract this file. So I'm going to right click on it or press application.
Applications. Context menu to navigate. Press up or down arrow. Open.
Use the down arrow.
Share with Skype. S. Convenient OCR. WinRAR sub menu. W.
I'm going to use the WinRAR sub.
Open with WinRAR. W.
I'm not going to open it. I'm going to
extract the introducing underline English underline grammar underline Homiyar underline Mobeji underline Daisy underline with underline images /E.
Right. So this is the option that I'm going to use. Extract to option.
Enter. Leaving menus. C:// users /DOM /downloads /compressed. Items view multi-select list box. Introducing underline English underline.
So now this zip file has been extracted. I'm just going to press home.
Home. 10th underline class.
I to find this book.
Introducing underline English underline grammar underline Homiyar underline Mobeji underline Daisy underline with underline images 9 of 19.
Right. So now you see there is no .zip. That means this is a folder. I'm going to press enter on it.
Enter. Shell folder view. Items view list box. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Items view multi-select list box. Not selected images. 15-07-2023-03 file folder. 1 of 39. To move to an item, press the arrow.
So what you heard is the folder contains 39 items. Now you would be confused that we downloaded one book and what is all these 39 different items. Now, if you download a DAISY file, the DAISY file is just a combination of a lot of different files which are supporting files. So you cannot delete or remove any of these 39 different components which have been deleted, because all of these would be supporting reading of this book somehow, somewhere. What we are concerned is with a file with an extension .opf. So if I down arrow, you will hear the different file extensions. Listen to the complete file name, and right at the end, you will hear the file extension.
Daisy.css 2 of 39.
You heard this is a .css file.
Daisy transform.xsl 3 of 39.
It's an XSL file.
Book-2005-3.dtd 4 of 39.
.dtd.
HTML.css 5 of 39. Introducing underline English underline grammar.ncx 6 of 39.
This is a .ncx file.
Introducing underline English underline grammar.op 7 of 39.
This is the .opf file which we were concerned about. This is the master file which will open in any DAISY book reading application. Now, what are the book reading applications that can be used with Windows? And there are quite a few of them. There is FS Reader, which is bundled free with JAWS. There is DD Reader. There is Dolphin Easy Reader. So these three are reasonably good DAISY book readers. Now I'll tell you some details about each of these three. FS Reader comes bundled with JAWS. So the moment you download and install a demo version of JAWS, I'm using the word demo. I'm saying you do not need to crack it or you don't need to purchase JAWS. Just require a demo version of JAWS, install JAWS demo, and FS Reader will also be installed with that on your computer. JAWS will run in 40-minute mode. We are not concerned with that, but FS Reader is a full-fledged DAISY reading application. So you can read your books by opening this .opf file in FS Reader and use it with combination of NVDA also. The second one I mentioned, DAISY Reader, is DD Reader. It's a Dorino reader. DD Reader, once upon a time, was considered pretty good, but of late there have not been any upgrades to the DD Reader. Hence, we do not recommend use of DD Reader. Dolphin Easy Reader is the third option. Dolphin Easy Reader, unfortunately for Windows, is a paid application which costs about 4,000 rupees, 4,000 to 5,000 rupees. But this is an application which has got excellent facilities for low vision people. So if you are a learning disabled person with dyslexia and low vision, then we suggest that you should invest one time in purchasing Dolphin Easy Reader because it gives you a lot of flexibility in how to read these books. If you don't have the money, don't worry, we'll give you other options also. So for today's demonstration, we're going to use FS Reader, which according to me, my personal choice, is a very stable, very good reader. So since I have got multiple applications loaded on my system, which can open this .opf file, I'm going to use the open with option in the applications menu. So I'm going to press
applications context menu to navigate, share with Skype,
down arrow to open with,
convene, move the send with, move the drop, scan with, share, open with ...
I'm going to use this. I'm going to press enter.
Enter, leaving menus, C:\user. Always use this app to open .op files, checkbox not checked. To check, press space. OK button. To keep using this app, other options, list box, DAISY book reader application, 1 of 1. To move to an item, press the arrow keys.
FS Reader, this is what is going to show you. It will not show as FS Reader, it will show up as DAISY book reading application. So I'm going to press enter on this.
Enter. FS Reader - introducing English grammar. Introducing English grammar, 298 headings and 254 links. Heading level 1, introducing English. Introducing.
It says 254 headings are there in this book. When it opened this book, it gave me a good idea about how many headings are there in this book. So that means if I was a sighted person, I would have picked up this book, opened the table of contents, and then said, okay, I want to go to chapter 4. Okay, so I'll see the page number, directly go to chapter 4, and then start reading from there. But how does a blind person do that quickly? So to do that, DAISY provides you complete navigation within the book. So you can read as well as a sighted person. For those who are seeing the screen, who are partially sighted, will see the screen is divided into two parts, the left side and the right side. I'm going to maximize my window if it is not maximized.
Alt space X, leaving menus, introducing it.
So the screen is divided into two parts, the left pane and the right pane. On the left side, if you see carefully, you will see all the headings of the book. All the 254 headings are there on the left side. And on the right side of the screen, what you see is the text which is contained in each heading. That means if you move to the left side and select a heading and then jump to the right side, it will directly jump to the text of that particular heading. So you will be able to move like a sighted person and quickly start reading the book. So how do we move from left to right and right to left? By using the F6 key, the function 6 key. By pressing F6 key, your focus, which is currently on the right side, will go to the left side and it will say tree view. Listen to it carefully. I'm pressing F6.
F6, tree view, notice 1 of 84 to move.
F6, tree view, and it read the first item, notice. Every Bookshare book has a notice which explains you should not distribute this book with anyone, illegal, this, that. Everything is explained over there, whatever I explained to you earlier. Now I don't want to read all that notice. I'm pressing down arrow.
1. Kirsty Borchards, 2 of 84.
This is about the author.
First published 2010 by Higher Education.
This is about that published.
Contents.
Content.
Preface to the second
Okay,
edition.
I don't want to read the preface.
In memory of.
I don't want whose memory it is.
Preface to the first edition.
I want this also.
Introduction: The glamour of grammar.
Now, this is the first chapter.
1.1 Purpose and nature of grammatical description.
This is the first point heading in the first chapter, 1.1.
1.2 Standard English and variation.
We quickly go down to 2.
1.2.2 List 2.1 Introduction.
This is chapter 2.
1.6 The branches of linguistics closed.
This is the chapter, the last point of chapter 1, and then I'm pressing down arrow.
2.1 Introduction.
This is 2.1. I don't want to read the introduction to the chapter 2. I want to go still down.
2.2 The structure of words closed.
Now here it says structure of words closed. That means for sighted people, there's the right arrow pointing towards the right side. For people with screen reader use, you can use your right arrow to open this.
2.2 The structure of words
now
opened.
I'm pressing
3 items.
down arrow.
2. Bound versus free morphemes. 1 of 3.
There are 3 subheadings in this point under 2.2. So I'm pressing that.
Built-in words and dash inflection.
Now, for example, if I want to read this subheading, I'm just going to press F6.
F6. Built-in words and dash inflection versus derivation heading level 2.
And my focus is directly gone to that subheading. By jumping all those topics above it, I could go straight here. And if I press down arrow.
There are 2 main types of word dash building involving bound morphemes. The first is called inflection. Examples of inflection are the plural dash switches.
So you heard the first line, and then you heard a little complex word right at the end of that line, and you're not sure about the spelling. So I'm just going to move to the end of the line by pressing end key. And I'm going to press Control left arrow.
Is, which, is, added. Is, which, s, dash. Heading level 2. There are 2 main types of word dash building involving bound morphemes. The first is called inflection. Examples of inflection are the plural dash switches.
Right. So the last word we want to go. So let me.
Home. Are 2 main type of word dash building.
Right arrow, control right arrow.
Involving bound morpheme period. The first is called inflection period. Example of inflect are the plural dash s which is added to nouns left parent dog dash.
So you can go word by word.
S right parent, comma, the past tense dash ed which is added.
You can go anywhere and read word by word. You can press down arrow, read line by line. You can use your insert down arrow, read continuously, or you could use your right arrow to read character by character. Let's pick up some word and read character.
About how to spot nouns, adjectives, and verbs.
See the word adjective.
Left parent more. Left adjectives.
The word that we want to read it spelling by spelling. So I'm going to press 1 left arrow to go to the space before the word A.
Space.
And
A.
I'm pressing right arrow. A.
Alpha. D. Delta. J. Juliet. E. Echo. C. Charlie.
Giving me all the exact character pronunciations.
T. I.
Quickly
F. E. E. S.
So this is how you can
Sierra.
use the right arrow and learn the spellings. Now, for some of you, you might be required to write your own notes and make your own assignments. So you might need some of these paragraphs to be copied from here and put into Microsoft Word. So you can use your Control Shift down arrow and select something. Like if I'm pressing from here.
Selected 1120 characters up to L derivational period.
So it has selected. I can use Control C to copy.
Copied.
And I can open Microsoft Word and paste this content over there. That means I can use these DAISY books or Word files or EPUB books and copy materials and create my own text or assignments or notes from my DAISY books. Any questions up till now? questions?
ఏమైనా క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయా మీకు? తెలుగులో అడిగినా కూడా పర్లేదు. Alright, I think we can move on.
Sir, I have one question, please.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask, like, can we read EPUB material on FS Reader?
No.
Okay, thank you.
FS Reader is only a DAISY book reader. So you can open DAISY 2.0 and DAISY 3.0 books. These are audio books. Some organizations produce audio books in DAISY format. Like in AP and Telangana, you have the here to, what is that?
Vision through years.
Vision through years, yes. So they are creating audio books, DAISY books. So you can open those books in FS Reader, or you can open the Bookshare DAISY with images or DAISY text only books. The FS Reader does not support EPUB. But if you have Dolphin Easy Reader, then it will support EPUB and DAISY both. Correct? Any other question?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, go on.
Sir, can you explain again after FS Reader, how you open FS Reader and what you did after that? How to read left?
How
right,
I opened the file.
Yes, sir. And how you read left and right and that.
Okay, so I'll say again. Basically, when you open the folder containing the DAISY file after unzipping it, did you understand till unzip?
Yes, sir.
After unzipping the file, you go to the folder and down arrow till you hear the name of the book and the file extension .opf. If that is complicating for you, then I'll show you another simpler way. I'm going to close FS Reader for now.
Alt space C, leave in menus, C : /users /drom, Alt space C, leave in menus, meeting controls.
Now I'm going to go to my desktop.
Windows M, desktop, folder view, list view, Bookshare homepage, 19 of 30.
I'm going to press F for FS Reader.
F, Firefox, F, FS Reader 3.0, 6 of 33.
Correct? FS Reader, I'm going to open FS Reader.
Enter. FS Reader - Untitled.
So it opens FS Reader as an Untitled. Now press the Alt key or
menu bar, file to navigate, press left or right arrow.
Press down arrow.
Menu, file menu, open ... Control + O to move through items, press up or down arrow.
Option. Control O. Right? If you press Alt, down arrow and come to open, or press Control O.
Enter. Leaving menus, open dialog, file name : edit combo to set the value, use the arrow keys or type the value.
Now
Alt
you
+ N.
should navigate as you do with your Microsoft Word or any other file. When you open a file, you go to the location of that folder. And when you go to the location of the folder, it will only show you one file, and that is the .opf file. It will not show you all the other files because it is concerned with, FS Reader is concerned with the .opf file only. Is that okay? Is
Yes,
this
sir.
the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good, sir. Now,
escape.
Let me show you some other books
Escape.
also and show you the various other features of Bookshare.
Menu bar, file to navigate, press left. Menu, exit X. 5 social science 2 class 9 part 2 Cert Kerala board. 5. 4 kitty pat and 3 kitipatan. 2 easy learning English spelling left parent columns easy. 4 kitty pat. 5 social science 2 class enter. Leaving menus. Environmental protection : what y heading level 3. Environmental protection : what y heading level 3. Social science 2 class 9 part 2 Cert Kerala board. 125 headings and 5 links. Heading level 3 environmental protection : what y man is just one among the numerous.
Okay. So now what happened, if you realize, because I had opened this book in the past, FS Reader remembered my position and opened the book in the exact same position where I had left it the last time. This is one of the major advantages of FS Reader. It will remember your last read position in all the books that you have read. And it will open the book exactly where you have left it. So you don't have to bookmark your last read position. This is one thing that is very important for most students, because you might read a few pages, then you might switch to another subject, then you might switch to the third subject. And when you come back to the first subject, you should know where you had left off. So FS Reader will do that job for you. You don't have to place a bookmark or search again or navigate again. You will directly resume where you left off. Second thing, if I press G over here, G for graphics.
Image shows two pictures A and B. Image A shows a big boulder of land rolling towards houses built at the end of the hill. Image B shows a big boulder of land rolling towards a forest of trees at the bottom of the hill graphic.
Now for those who are able to see this picture, they will see there are two images, and in one image there is a large boulder or a large rock rolling down a hill towards the houses. In the other, there's a large rock rolling down a hill towards a forest. How did I know? Because I heard the image description of this image. This image was described to me by the alt text functionality which is there within Bookshare. Now, this is something which is extremely important when your book contains images. And if these images are described to you, you can actually understand what is there in the image by hearing the alt text of the image. Let's go to some other image and see. I'm pressing G again.
Image shows a picture of a landslide at Pilurampara and Kozhikode district graphic.
Right? It shows an image of a landslide in some particular Kozhikode district of Kerala. Let's go to some other one.
Image shows a QR code for scanning with a device graphic.
Right. So many of these new books have QR codes. So it is telling me that this is a QR code. If you scan your QR scanner, this should play some video or give you some additional information, which is now provided in all NCERT books. Let's go and see one more head.
Image shows a picture of a hillock before and after 50 years. 50 years before, the slope of the hill was covered with trees and grass. Now the hill slope is barren with houses built on it graphic.
Correct. A very common sight. Previously there was forest and now there are houses on a hills. So this is all about environment because this book is about that. Another thing, what you could do is if there are any tables in this book, you can directly jump using your table navigation command, and that is T. I'm going to press T and see if there are any tables.
2 columns and 6 rows. Column 1, row 1, general measures.
Right. So I could directly jump to the table. If I press Shift T, it might go to the previous table.
2 columns and 8 rows. Column 1, row 1, India.
Right. So it is jumping to the tables. I can directly jump using my table navigation command. I can jump from image to image using my graphic navigation command, which is G. I can jump to the next heading by using H.
Human happiness index heading level 4.
I can again press H.
Challenges faced by development in India heading level 3.
I can again press H.
For further reading heading level 4.
I can go backwards again by pressing Shift H.
Challenges faced by development in India heading level 3.
Again Shift H.
Human happiness index heading level 4.
These are all standard HTML navigation commands which you might be using when you use Firefox or Internet Explorer or Google Chrome. Because this is an HTML view, FS Reader provides your book in an HTML view, you are able to use your complete navigation commands. At any point in the book, if you want to go back to the table of the headings, you just press F.
F6, preview, development indices, 4 of 8, to move through or expand.
Your focus goes back exactly to the heading where the text was. You can press down arrow.
Sustainable development.
And if I come to the sustainable development, I want to read this, I can again press F6.
F6, sustainable
and
development.
My focus comes down to directly sustainable development. So this is an excellent way of reading your academic books, where you can navigate by headings, navigate by tables, navigate and see the different images. Partially sighted can zoom into the images, totally blind can hear the description of the images, and at any given point you can go back to your left side of the tree view and you can see which heading you are on. You can jump up, down, left, right, up or down and go to any heading and then read it from that point onwards. Questions?
Sir, I have 2 questions. My first question is, what is a QR code? And sir, when we have to press only G, then we can listen graphics. And only
if you press G, it will jump to the next graphic if there are any graphics in the page.
And so with FS Reader, we can only read DAISY books, like DAISY with images or DAISY without images. Only one format we can read.
No EPUB cannot be read.
Only DAISY format.
But even if you download this book as EPUB, the content will be exactly the same. There will be no difference.
Okay, sir.
Right? What you saw on Bookshare is giving you options. Do you want to download this book as DAISY? Do you want to download this book as EPUB or Word? Reading is your choice. I prefer, personally, when I want to read, I prefer that I download books as DAISY with images, because this gives me a lot of options to navigate and quickly go from here to there. I can copy content, right? I don't want to magnify text and do all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
So FS Reader has got those functionalities. If I can show those partially sighted people.
Menu bar, file to navigate, press left or right arrow.
I'm going to file, I'm going to press right arrow.
View, V.
Under view.
Menu, view menu, navigation pane checked to move through. Spotlight checked, S. Spotlight settings, T. Navigation pane checked.
There are very few settings over here. Only the spotlight settings. Spotlight is that little highlight which comes when it reads. But FS Reader is not very good when it comes to enlarging font or changing the background color and all that stuff. FS Reader is good
Escape
when you want to read it using JAWS.
Escape, leaving.
Strength of JAWS has to be used when you want to read FS Reader. Correct? So FS Reader is not meant for changing the font face and the font size. That I will show you when I show you a EPUB reader. Currently, we are talking about FS Reader and DAISY books.
So we can read by NVDA also, by FS Reader.
Yes, yes, definitely. I can stop JAWS at this point. Let me quit the JAWS and I'll start NVDA, which is my favorite.
Unloading JAWS.
I only use JAWS for demonstrations. I don't use JAWS any other time else. I'm loading NVDA.
And except BRF format, we can read all these
formats on your computer.
Yes, with the help of FS Reader.
And NVDA. Okay. Let's see what happened to NVDA. Because it did not start. Okay, some issues with NVDA. It's not starting. Let me start narrator. Even we can use narrator.
Meeting controls, 203, Internet download manager. Free-social science 2 plus 9 plus 2. Free-social science 2 plus.
And with NVDA, with narrator also, I can use this book.
Social science 2 plus 9 plus 2 says Kerala board. State Council of Educational Research.
And I can go to F6.
Navigation, sustainable development, 6 of 8. Extended activities, 8 of 8,
NVDA, can you give e-speak? I am using e-speak.
I can use, but this is narrator, so I'm just finding it a little difficult. Why is it not use?
Exiting narrator.
I'm not using narrator, so voice. So
for those who are not using narrator, narrator is again a very good option. There is some problems with my NVDA probably. Let me just go back to JAWS for the sake of this demonstration. I'll check what is wrong with NVDA. NVDA seems to be crashing.
So you restart NVDA again by.
That is what I'm trying to do, but it's not happening. So anyway, any other questions till I sort out this problem over here?
Sir, I have
Yes.
one question.
Yes,
So
sir.
how to go to where we left off before? Up to
It will automatically go. FS Reader will automatically go. You don't have to do anything. That is the power of FS Reader. There goes the NVDA. So I stop screen share. I'll restart screen share. So just give me 1 second.
Meeting annotation content.
So I'm
Meeting controls row 1. FS Reader social science. FS Reader social science
There
2
it
class.
is.
List with 3 items. 1. Prepare a report on the activities that hinder the sustainable
Is
development
that
of India
good,
with the
Dr.
help.
Sundan? This is NVDA and this is FS Reader.
Can you reduce the speed a little bit of e-speak?
Reduce the speed also.
Marines max. Rate 6. Rate 7. Rate 45. Rate 40. 1. Prepare a report. Pooja Buran has joined the meeting alert.
Now with NVDA, this is the nuisance which happens because in Zoom meetings, it keeps on telling me who is left and who has joined. That is why I was using JAWS, so that it doesn't.
Of newspaper articles,
Okay,
the
sir,
internet,
you
etc.
use JAWS only. I just asked.
I don't use
for my
JAWS
confusion.
normally. I'm absolutely
Your answers
comfortable.
left for me.
For my confusion.
Any other questions? Any other questions? No other questions? Okay, so let me turn off FS Reader for the time being.
Restore an MXC. Meeting controls window.
Okay, and let me go back to JAWS so that it does not disturb us. Let me stop screen share. And I will stop NVIDIA. Start JAWS. I'm going to share my screen again.
Meeting controls.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to read EPUB books. So I'm not going to go and download a book because you know that how to download a book. I have a book which is downloaded. I'm just going to open that downloaded EPUB and show you.
Annotation content render window.
I'm going to press
Windows M, desktop, folder view, list view, D, doc, D, downloads, enter. File Explorer, not end, a long time ago expanded, assistive underline solutions.
So I've got a book called Assistive Solutions, which is a book by Enable India. And this book is an EPUB book. I'm going to press right arrow to show you that.
Date modified, type EPUB file 1 of 1.
Right, it's an EPUB file. Let's see the size.
Size 924 KB, 1 of 1.
The whole book is 924 KBs only. And it is EPUB, EPUB. E-publishing is the full word. The short form is EPUB, EPUB. So I'm going to
assistive underline solution
using Thorium Reader, Thorium, Thorium. Now this Thorium Reader is available for free in your Microsoft Store. So if you open Microsoft Store on Windows 10 and then type Thorium, it should download Thorium Reader for you. The current version is 1.3. Remember one thing, Thorium Reader is a very new EPUB reader, and the development is a continuous development process. It is a little unstable. Sometimes with some systems, it might crash or it might behave odd sometimes. What you need to do is just close the book and open it again, and it should stabilize. So this is a little note of caution when you use EPUB readers, especially when you're using the EPUB reader Thorium. So let me press the applications key.
Applications, context menu to navigate, share with Skype, open with Thorium. O.
This is the first option, open with Thorium. So I'm going to press enter on it.
Enter, leaving menus. Downloads, items view, multi-select list box, a long time ago expanded, assistive underline solutions underline CTP underline NAV underline 2018 underline Homiyar underline mobeji.epub 04-04-2019 1737 EPUB file 924 KB 1 of 1. To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Thorium-assistive solutions CTP underline NAV 2018. Thorium-assistive solutions CTP underline NAV 2018. 1 frame, 2 regions, 2 headings and no links. Thorium-assistive.
I said 1 frame, 2 headings and no links. When it opened in FS Reader, if you open this book in a DAISY format in FS Reader, probably it will tell you that there are lots of headings in this book. But this is Thorium. This is a new format, and its user interface is also a little different. So it is not going to announce all the headings at the same time. To understand the layout of this Thorium Reader, we are going to go right at the top of this page and then come down using the down arrow and understand what it offers. So I'm going to press Control Home.
Thorium-assistive solutions CTP underline NAV 2018.
As you go right at the top, it's going to announce the name of the book. Does somebody wanted to ask any questions? Okay.
Why we cannot use this on Windows 7? If I have Windows 7, so
Windows 7 is a very old operating system.
Okay.
So most of your programs will not work on Windows 7. So if you're using Windows 7, I would advise that you should use FS Reader and download the books as DAISY text only or DAISY with images. That will work for you, friend. Right? It's always better to upgrade to Windows 10 if you can. Okay? Windows 7 was developed and even the development was stopped long time back. So I'm going to press down arrow here.
Skip the content button.
So this is the skip to content. If I press enter on it, it will land me on the directly in the, my focus will come in the main content area. I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to press down arrow.
Reading view menu navigation region.
So this is the reading view navigation region. That means all the commands are just below this. I'm going to press down arrow.
List of 3 items.
Right. It says list of 3 items.
Back to the bookshelf button.
Now this is bookshelf. Now bookshelf is where all your EPUB books, if you read them once in Thorium, they'll be stored in the bookshelf of Thorium. So you don't have to go back searching for the book on your computer. It could be anywhere on your computer, but Thorium will keep it in its own library. So if I press here, enter on this, it should show me all my past books which I have downloaded and read using Thorium. But if I delete the book from its main location, it will also get deleted from the bookshelf. So that is bookshelf. I'm going to press down arrow.
Information button.
So this is information about this book. So all that synopsis and all that stuff you will be able to hear here.
Detach the window button.
If I want to remove this window and keep read this book as a separate window, you can do this. I would not recommend it. This is currently a little unstable.
List of 4 items nesting level 1.
I'm pressing down arrow.
Bookmark checkbox not checked.
So if I want to use bookmarks, I'll use this tick and then I will insert bookmarks and then it will show me all the list of bookmarks which I have placed in this particular book. I have no bookmarks, so I'm not checking this.
Bookmark graphic. Settings button.
So these are the settings for Thorium Reader. There are not many settings, but we'll go in there and see what is on in there.
Navigation
and this
button.
Is the navigation button. So let me go to the settings first.
Settings button.
And I'll show you what is.
Enter Thorium-Assistive Solution CTP_NOV 2018. Settings button to activate. Press enter.
I'm going to press down arrow.
List of 5 items nesting level 2. Theme button.
So this is your theme. So it will change from dark theme to light theme and all that stuff.
Text button.
This is what I was telling about the text for partially cited. Now by using this text button, you can increase the size or decrease the size or change the font type, font face, everything can be used in this using this button. This is not there in FS Reader, but then if you're a totally blind user, you're not using anything of this sort. If you only are partially sighted, you're supposed to use this.
Display button.
Right? So all these 3 settings, theme, font, display are only meant for partially sighted people to suit their own vision needs.
Spacing button.
Spacing again will increase the spacing between 2 words or 2 lines so that each line appears a little separate on the screen, so that when you're reading with your eyes, you don't mix from line 1 to line 2. Again, this is a very good feature on Thorium.
MathML button.
MathML is another important feature of Thorium because this is the only reader which can read math equations. And when we do a demonstration of maths, we'll come here again. Today, we are not going to talk about maths much, but note that EPUB is the only format which supports maths. DAISY does not support maths at this point in time. And Thorium is the only reader which supports math reading at this point in time. Let's go down.
List and nesting level 2. Navigation
and we are
button.
back to the navigation button. Let's see what is there in the navigation.
Enter navigation button to activate. Press enter.
Right, I'm going to press down.
List of 5 items nesting level 2. Table of contents button.
So this is your table of contents. What you saw on the left side in the DAISY FS Reader by pressing F6, it was the table of contents. The same thing you can see here by pressing this button. I'll do that a little later. I'm going down arrow first.
Landmarks button unavailable.
So these are landmarks. If your book has got some landmarks indicated, there are no landmarks in this book, so they are not available.
Bookmarks button unavailable.
Bookmarks, there are no bookmarks as I told you earlier. Otherwise, they would be shown.
Annotations button unavailable.
Right. These are annotations, notes.
Go to page.
And here, this is another important feature. You can directly go to any page in the EPUB. If you type, open the go to page, type a page number, press enter, it will directly take you to that corresponding page number in the EPUB. So this is all that comes under the navigation options. I'm pressing down.
Enter a page
And
number.
it says enter a page number. So I'm going to go back to table of contents. I'm going up arrow.
Go to add bookmarks, landmarks, but table of contents
And I'm
button.
going to press enter here.
Enter list with 5 items. Table of contents button to activate. Press enter.
I'm going to press down arrow.
Table of contents list of 25 items. Nesting level 3.
Right. So it's saying a list of 25 items. So the 25 headings.
Heading level 1 link assistive solution CTP underline NOV 2018.
So this is the first heading.
Heading level 1 link table of contents. List of 1 items. Nesting level 4. Heading level 2 link assistive solution CTP underline NOV list and nesting level 4.
Pressing down arrow.
Heading level 1 link notice. List of 4 items. Nesting level 4.
So this is the same notice which you see on Bookshare.
Heading level 2 link copyright notice. Heading level 2 link limitation of
So all
liability.
this we don't want to read.
Heading level 2 link digital rights management. Heading level 2 link book quality. List and nesting level 4. Heading level 1 link contents. Heading level 1 link preface. Heading level 1 link acknowledgement. Heading level 1 link of Oz app making every voice
Now,
heard.
this is the first application. This book is all about different applications meant for persons with disability, how they can improve their different functionalities. So this is about Avaz for the hearing impaired.
List of 1 items. Nesting level 4.
I'm going down.
Heading level 2 link impact. List and nesting level 4. Heading level 1 link watch for deaf listen, talk, dance.
Now, if you heard carefully, all the main headings in this book are by heading level 1. So I'm going to keep on pressing 1 to jump to the headings.
Smart cane ruling by the cane. Smartly heading level 1 link.
So this is about smart cane.
Bionic Andra reconnect with life and walk again. Heading level
This
1
is
link.
about physically charged.
Enable Vani a rural social networking platform for persons with disability. Heading level educate yourself easily. Left bracket I right bracket tool get ready. Get
So this is
trained.
about
Get
the
skilled.
I
Heading
tool,
level 1 link.
which is a tool which is by Enable India again, which helps you to learn computers. Now, if I want to read more about this, I'm just going to press enter here.
Enter more information. 1 region and no links. List and nesting level 1 list and reading view menu navigation region end. Left button. Right button. More information. Information. Right button. More information.
Now, this is this little bug in FS Reader, which sometimes does happen. And this is especially when you are using JAWS. It does not happen with NVDA or it does not happen with narrator. But with JAWS, suddenly your focus will jump to a very different position where you don't want it. So I'm going to press Shift H to go back to the heading.
No headings.
And it's saying
right button. Left reading view menu list end. List and nesting level 1. Open full screen mode button. Navigation settings button.
So actually did not open the content as we wanted it to open.
Bookmark graphic.
So that is the problem with this Thorium with
bookmark checklist of 4 attach the window button.
I'm going to go back into navigation and press
settings button. Navigation enter. Reading view menu. Navigate table of contents enter. List with 5 items. Landmarks but edit no more headings. W double heading level 1 impact. Image 180 image heading W double an icon denoting a barcode design. Graphic.
So now it has opened.
A picture of a blind girl with headphones working on the laptop. Graphic.
So I'm going to just press Shift.
Educate yourself easily. Left bracket I right bracket tool.
Now suddenly this book has opened properly and I'm able to see this. These are all the little juggleries that you will have to do with Thorium. I repeat, Thorium is under development. It is not a full-fledged final product as yet. There are certain bugs and certain bugs are observed with certain screen readers. As I mentioned, NVDA and
4:27 p.m.
Well. Yes, are we supposed to stop 4:27, sir? Somebody told me the time. Are we supposed to stop, sir?
I mean, if you have anything, any other software, we'll just have.
Oh, this is the last one.
Yeah, so we'll just take questions for next 10 minutes and we'll wrap up the session.
Sir. Thank you, sir. So I'm just going to press down arrow a little bit and then we'll stop this.
Enable India. Picture of a lit up light bulb denoting an idea. A picture of a blind man with headphones working on the laptop. Both the pictures are inside a rectangle. Graphic.
You see, you heard about the image description over here also.
Left bracket A:15 million visually impaired in India to be skilled. Right bracket. Left bracket B: how do we solve this?
So
right
all
bracket.
the information about this iTool. You can use the down arrow to read this book also. This book again can be downloaded as EPUB or as DAISY book or as a Word file, depending upon your choice of reading. Okay, I'll just pause here. I'm just going to close this Thorium Reader.
Alt space C leaving menus. Downloads. Items view. Alt space C leaving menus. Meeting controls.
Questions, please, boys.
Sir, when you planned this webinar, because in the last workshop you didn't mention that we will do this webinar. So today I checked in Saksham group. Then I came to know about. I didn't got mail also that you are doing today.
This is not Bookshare presentation. presentation, this is not hosted by Bookshare, this is hosted by Uma Shankar and his boys.
Yes, sir. So is there any
So
group
if
or
any information, it is his fault, not my fault, sir.
no, is there any group or is there any so that
This is
we
voice of VIP group, and we are doing it for them. We have been invited to do this. This is not a Bookshare presentation as you attend on Sundays. That is a Bookshare presentation.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this is a voice of VIP, and they have scheduled this series. So Ma, you can talk a little bit about your series and tell them.
Yes, so why in as a part of Voice of VIP Webinar Express series, so this is a 7th webinar in the series. So we already had one webinar from Bookshare on Monday on the introduction and exploration of Bookshare platform. So if you want me to, I mean, if you want us to send you mails or any other information regarding this webinars and the YouTube links and all, I'll drop my mobile number in the chat box so you can contact me. I'll also repeat that. So my number is 7396 386698. I repeat, my mobile number is 7396 386698. So you can just ping me on WhatsApp or give me a call. So I'll be happy to assist you further.
Yes, sir. I want to also join this group, and I want the recordings of previous webinars that you did.
Definitely, sir. Definitely. You can just leave a message on WhatsApp. I'll get in touch with you.
Can you again repeat the number? Yeah, right number.
It is there in the chat. Praksundan, pick it up from chat. Chat se le lo, yeah.
So we have to press Alt H.
H.
What we have to do, sir? What we have to write in WhatsApp?
I mean, you can just send me a hi with your name, and I'll get back to you.
Can you repeat the number?
7396 386698.
386698.
Yes.
What's 98? What's your name, sir?
Uma Shankar.
Okay, sir. I can write your my name and hi.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Then you can give me the recordings.
Sure, sir. I'll definitely do that.
You can add me in this group.
Any other questions, sir?
If you guys have any questions, even Telugu, you guys can come up and ask about the whole session, about any file formats, or about if.
Okay.
Or you can raise your hand.
Homiyar, there's a question from Android Blue Droid as usual. He says, he specifically told your name and he said you must try Blue Bookworm or Blue Worm something to read the EPUB books.
Okay, thank you. Any other
Bookworm it is called.
Yeah, he says bookworm. So
we'll try it out. No problems. Thank you. If there are no questions, we can end. Uma Shankar, just inform them about the next session, when it is, what it is.
Hello, sir. I have a doubt. I'm Raghu.
Yes, sir.
So my doubt is about the word. Like when we download the word file of the book, sometimes when we read this, when we convert this word PDF from Word or something like that, we don't find the exact page number when it comes to Word. Like in the content, it will be 34, and if we go to 34 page in Word, we will not find the same text in that. But when it comes to Bookshare, is that possible?
No, it is not possible for two reasons. Number one, PDF is a different format, Word is a different format. the page layout is very different. In PDF, generally you will find all the pages have 2 columns, especially the textbooks and all those books will have 2 columns. In Bookshare, for better reading experience, these 2 columns reading is removed and we have all our books in 1 column. So definitely your alignment of the pages will change. Secondly, in your printed book, you might have images in line with text. So half of the page might be an image and half of it would be some text, and it will be text will be wrapped around the image and all that stuff would be there. Again, to make it easier for our visually impaired readers, we remove that sort of a layout and we put images under the text. So if there are 4 images on a page in one line, we'll have to put them vertically and not horizontally. So that will take up more space. So when that takes up more space, the page numbering will again change. Correct? And that is the reason where PDF and the Word page numbers will generally never be the same.
Now, when I get downloaded from the Bookshare, the Word format, can I will be able to download this? Can I navigate to that pages?
You can navigate by pages, but the page number will not be the same.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So if you don't have any more questions or doubts, we'll wrap up the session here. So we have a session on the Saturday on reading solutions on smartphones. So we'll be exploring.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Uma Shankar.
Yes. Sorry, sir.
Hello.
Go on.
I have a question to Homiyar, sir.
Go on.
Sir, I have curious to know the EPUB book which you have showed for the demonstration purpose. May I know the author and the book name, please?
The author is Enable India.
Okay. Book name, please.
Book name was Assisted. Wait a minute, let me just recheck.
Sir, can I do voice
Assistive Solutions by Enable India.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
One at a time. Yeah. Hello.
Sir, can I do voice message or?
Sure, you can do that too.
Okay.
Yes, somebody else is also trying to ask a question.
Hello.
Yes. Go on, sir.
Sir, myself, Raghu.
Sorry, you're not. You have some network issues, so you're not properly audible.
But sometimes your voice is breaking.
Can you quickly contact Uma Shankar by phone, sir? Your voice is breaking away, and you can ask a question on the phone also to Uma. Just call up Uma on his number 73, whatever his number is, and just ask him the question. Because your voice is breaking on Zoom.
All right. So
can I give you my email ID also in that voice message so that you can provide me that previous recording?
Yes, if you have any more doubts, please do contact me on phone because yeah.
Okay, I will tell the email ID also.
Sure.
Then you can add me.
So like I was saying, we have a session on accessible reading solutions on smartphones on Saturday, which is 18th July, again by Bookshare. So I hope you guys enjoyed this webinar and had some productive time altogether. So hope to see you in that webinar as well. So thank you everybody for joining.
What is the time? What is the time of session?
Same time from 3 to 5. We will be notifying you on the WhatsApp and on the mail as well if you are registered to the webinar series. So thank you so much, Dr. Homiyar and Zainab for joining with us today.